Okay, so we're here at Data Center World, and it'd just be good to understand what it is in particular you're promoting. Is there anything new you're doing, or any sort of solutions you've had for a while? What are you promoting here, if you like?
Yeah, so we're Essentra Components. We're primarily an injection molder of small plastic parts. That's historically our business. We came out of Moss Plastics in the 1950s. And in 2014, we acquired a company out in Turkey called Mesan Locks, who produce swing handles, cam locks, quarter turns, hinges, gaskets, typically that are used a lot in data centers, gensets, cooling systems, sort of HVAC systems, and that's what we're here to promote at the moment. It's an area of the business that has been rolling along for a number of years, and there's a big focus on trying to grow that business, trying to grow our presence in the market, and become one of the names that people associate with those kind of products, really. So I think we're kind of known for these kind of products, and the challenge for us is to get known for these kind of products in this space, in sort of data centers and cooling systems and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and in terms of that, what is it, do you think, that you're offering to this industry that either they haven't seen before, or you maybe are doing a little bit better than maybe some of the other offerings out there?
Yeah, I think the nice thing is there's a lot of people there's a lot of manufacturers out there, but there's also a lot of resellers. We're one of the manufacturers, so we're in control. We've got our own tooling facilities out there in Turkey. So you know, a lot of emphasis on product development, research and development on products. Electronic locking systems are the newest thing for us, so we're really trying to promote that and get people to think of us for those types of products. We've got a new range of products coming out in that, or come out in that area, with RFID cards, moving into app control as well from a mobile phone, which will be the next thing coming along, I think. But yeah, really just trying to get known in this space for those types of products.
In terms of some of the industry trends, I mean, everyone's talking about artificial intelligence, for example. Does that have any sort of impact on what you do in terms of the products that people are wanting within the data center, or is it just more of the same?
I think it's a lot more of the same, really. I think for us, the electronic locking systems are something that obviously people want to know who's accessed who's been in the server rooms, who's opened a cabinet, and also the sort of override keys on those. We've sort of put more secure Eurolook type products in there, so more secure keys. We also sort of supply without those types of without the locks installed. So that will essentially mean that people can put their own locking systems in there and have control of that themselves and control their own security. And also, yeah, really just fingerprint readers. I think that's the next thing coming along for us as well, and app control. I think that's the main areas. I mean, yeah, I think that's
in terms of security in the data, are you noticing, is it becoming more of a sort of focus for folks? Or again, is it sort of steady business, or are people, with all that's going on in the world, shall we say, are people just that bit more aware of security, and therefore things that you do are becoming more of interest to them, shall we say?
Yeah, I think historically it's been sort of, a typical key, just a key to open a cabinet, so anyone who's got a key can access it. And I think nowadays they want to know who's in there. I think the other thing we can do with our electronic locks is we can put smoke detectors in there. We can do temperature sensors as well, so that can be integrated into the system. We can supply that with our own software as well, so we can supply the full package of control units, card readers and all that kind of stuff. But we can also hand that over to you guys and to the customer and support their sort of, if they want to use their own software, we can help them integrate our locks into their systems and operate them in the way they want, and with their own software that sort of already integrated into their system. So it just makes it, I think enables, we can supply the full package to a smaller user, but I think we find the bigger users have got their own software that they want to run things off. So typically they want to come to us and get support to integrate our locks into their systems, and with their own access control and whatever else they want to put in there.
And just in terms of the security, obviously cyber security is moving towards sort of multi-factor authentication, where you've got multiple ways of kind of checking that the right person's accessing the right part of the application. Is that a similar situation here, so that, as you say, with the fingerprints, that's not just the only way, it's an additional form of identity, whether it's, as you say, lock or key or a digital, you're just adding another layer of security, is that right?
Absolutely, yeah. So the fingerprint, I think you can authorise certain users on the system, so I think if there's a security issue, you can close down which cards are used, and With the fingerprint readers, I think that will be the case as well. That's access to certain people, and they can switch that off. And yeah, so I think just that sort of having more control is what people seem to want. But then we also got I think the fact we're putting the Euro locks in the locks means it's just added more security. The keys we had years before were much more basic keys, probably easier to copy, and the keys nowadays tend to be, or the Euro locks, it's more like your house key, so much more secure and much more, not going to get someone breaking in. It's just a much easier or more secure sort of, yeah.
And just maybe we're sort of halfway through day one. How's it been so far? Have you had some good it looks busy overall, the show, so hopefully you've had some traffic on
Yeah, it's been a really good show. It's I was it's like a show 20 years ago before the internet was around. You go to a lot of shows and they're quite dead and there's not a lot of people around. This is really just constant flow of people. We were waiting for the quiet time last year and it didn't come, so we come back this year and we've already booked up the stand for next year. So I think a lot of it's just getting our name known in the space and getting people to associate us with the other big manufacturers, and just sort of hopefully just become a bit more known. And I've done this before with previous companies. It takes a good few years for people to sort of you put your name out in the space. People know you for these types of products. They don't necessarily know you for the other stuff, and it's just promoting that and making sure people are aware you've got these kind of products available, and you're one of the players in the market, essentially. Yeah.
It's been great to chat, Carl. Appreciate your time. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.